Namaste YouTube, welcome to Enoma. We are going to give our reaction to Paradise by Stratovarius.
It is a Patreon request.
Yes.
Let's get started with our first time single take honest reaction. I love Stratovarius already and I'm eager to listen to this one.
Late at night I find myself again wandering and watching TV. I can't believe what is on the screen. Something that I wouldn't care to see. Many rare species will perish soon, and we will be short on food. When do we have to be so selfish? We've got to change our attitude. I know that I am not the only one that's worried. Why don't we all wake up and realize, like the birds in the sky, we are flying so high, we're not making any kind of sacrifice. We got so little time to undo this crime. All we lose our paradise. It seems to me that there's no sense at all. Nobody cares, it's always the same. Mother Nature's crying out in pain. We are the ones to blame. I know that I am not the only one that's worried. Why don't we all wake up and realize, like the birds in the sky, we are flying so high, we're not making any kind of sacrifice. We got so little time to undo this crime. All we lost our paradise. Birds in the sky, we are flying so high, we're not making any kind of sacrifice. We got so little time to undo this crime. All we lose our paradise. Like the birds in the sky, we are flying so high, we're not making any kind of sacrifice. We got so little time to undo this crime. All we lose our paradise. Like the birds in the sky, we are flying so high. We got so little time to undo this crime. Or we lose our paradise.
What a great song. So exquisite, the guitaring, the music, so deep, the lyrics.
So meaningful. beautiful.
and yet so simple to understand.
Yeah.
You know, if we waste the planet's resources, very soon we'll run out of food, we'll run out of natural resources, our
And
natural environment will be degraded and destroyed, and future generations, including our own, will be suffering.
And we really have very little time to undo all this stuff.
Undo the crime, yeah, we are destroying our paradise very quickly. And I live in an area called Warsaw, where the docks are very close by. The fishermen's docks, one of the major fishermen docks of Mumbai city.
Yeah.
And years ago, when I used to go there for long walks, early in the mornings and late in the evenings, these fishermen would be returning. So I would take some photos of their catch.
Yeah.
And off and on, I would strike a conversation with them, asking them about what they caught and other things, And very frequently, I would hear the same thing from all of them. They would all say that they only catch enough for that day. So I asked them, why do you only catch so much? Because I'm not a fisherman, so I had no clue why they were doing that.
Right.
So they looked at me very angrily at times. They said, we catch only enough for today because we have to leave fish in the ocean
For tomorrow.
for future generations and for other fishermen, and also for them to survive, for fish to survive
It's
itself.
also the Japanese philosophy.
Yeah,
that
it's also
fishermen
in Japan and I'm sure in
they
other
strictly follow
countries
this.
of the world too.
No, most times what happens when it is very commercial,
Yeah.
they try to get as much catch as possible in a day so that they can sell in the market.
And make more money.
But in Japan, it is very strict, and it is not a rule imposed by government or somebody is keeping a watch on them, but it is their personal integrity
Yes.
that when they go out to fish there, they do enough for today so that they can be fished for tomorrow and day after and for every day.
I
And
love
for everyone.
I love the vocals of Stratovarius. Great vocalist. Great to listen
Great
to him again.
guitarist.
Great guitarist. Great drumming. Everything was good about this song. It was really,
The
really
tempo of this
catchy.
song,
Really catchy. It's something you can sing along with
Yeah.
the very first time.
yeah.
I was tempted to sing along throughout because of the lyrics on the
Lyrics
screen,
coming on the screen.
like a karaoke bar.
Yeah.
But I restrained myself because the message was so powerful
I know.
that I wanted to, maintain my focus and deliver a good reaction.
True.
We love music like this. We love reacting to music like this, which is not just great music, but has very powerful messages inside it. Because we all have a role to play, a responsible role to play, not for me as a reactor, as a counselor, for both of us rather, and for the musicians too. They too have a responsible role to play.
I know.
And very often we see musicians in the modern world, they do not fulfill that obligation well. So it's great to see a band like Stratovarius coming out with not one but two great
they gave
songs
a reaction to
to
Mother
preserve
Diana.
the environment, to keep things equal and keep things good in the environment and
Making great
maintain our paradise.
making great music, creating this kind of tune and music that we were listening to. It was very enjoyable with a great message inside, with a great insights in the lyrics. I like this combination because when we are creating music or any field that we are part of, we should make sure that we give out something that is good for the society, that is good for our planet, that is good for our environment. It does no harm, it only does good. Sometimes what happens, most bands or other artists, musicians or even movie makers, they forget this responsibility. They think they should be just cool enough to be there, sailing there. They don't have all these obligations. But when you do such things, it enriches the life of everyone.
And for the fans of Stratovarius and for the watchers of this reaction, we can all do something little to safeguard our environment, the future resources of our planet, food that we have to eat. We can all do something very little. It could be planting a plant once a year. It could be maintaining a garden. It could be, making sure that you do not hunt any rare species, hunt things which are
that is true.
restricted
Hunting.
It's very important to also create awareness about species that are becoming extinct. So supporting that cause is, like, for years I've been doing a bit myself by wearing t-shirts with the tiger on them.
Tigers,
to make sure that people,
People always admire
know
them
that
and
tiger
not, hunt them.
has to be preserved. It should not be hunted. It should not be killed. It's a national animal in India, and we should preserve it. So even I try to do my little bit to create awareness of it. I also know the latest facts and all that at all times.
Yeah.
So we can all do a little bit. It doesn't cost us any money, doesn't cost much time, but we preserve our natural environment in little ways, and we also
The smallest way of the
make
small,
our planet better for our kids.
For me, the smallest way would be quit smoking. That's a personal thing, and it does accumulate a lot of pollution at the end.
Yeah, and one more thing is that that is something that people are aware of. Another thing is that industrialization. If you are into business or planning to start a business, try to start an eco-friendly business. A
That
simple
works.
thing.
Yeah, that works.
Like for me, counseling has been my calling,
Eco-friendly.
creating audiobooks, which is very eco-friendly.
Yeah.
People often ask me, why don't you make books? Over the last 20 years, students, clients have asked me time and time again, why
Print
aren't your
books,
books in
hardcover.
print? And I always tell them, because I don't want to chop down trees. A single book of 100 plus pages chops down a single tree, one tree. So I have saved countless numbers of trees by just creating audiobooks and videos.
Right.
So that is my little bit that I'm doing, and I'm sure you can find ways to be eco-friendly too and save the environment, like Stratovarius has done with this great song, Paradise.
Awesome.
Your final words before we wrap up?
This song is an amazing song. It is. It's got a deeper meaning, but you can't help yourself and enjoy the music while it is playing because of the tempo of the music, because of the vocals, amazing vocals and guitar riffs. So it's a mix of both. You are confused whether am I supposed to be serious or am I supposed to be enjoying? It was that way, but I like to go with the flow. I love the music. I'll be
Yeah,
moving to it.
definitely the music was
Yeah.
special, it was fearless, it was mind-blowing, and the vocals were to die for.
Yeah.
I love the vocals of Stratovarius. Vocalist, lead vocalist.
So that's it for this reaction. See you soon again. Take care of yourself. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, and one final thing. In the comments, if you can share a tiny little way that you can save the environment, or you know that we can all save the environment by following that tiny little way,
Right.
please share that in the comments below. If there are 20 such comments, even if it's by the same person, 20 unique comments, it should not be copy pasted from here and there. What you have tried in your own life or done in your own life to save our paradise that Stratovarius is talking about, 20 comments, and we will react to your choice. You can place that in the comments below too. Whichever song of Stratovarius you want us to react to next, we will try our best to fulfill it as soon as possible, or as soon as we see 20 comments have come, giving separate ways. Each comment must mention only one way, so that we can also use it in future reactions when we are taking up similar topics. Because as reactors, we always want to give back to society. We are not doing this purely because we like doing it. We are doing it because we also want to give back to society. We have been blessed by God with a lot of big things in our life. We are very, very happy with all that we have. So we want to give back in our own little ways. So 20 comments is all we ask from 20 people watching this reaction. Do not put 20 ways in one comment. That won't make sense. Give everyone a chance. Everyone can share their mind. Everyone has a brain of their own. So please share a little way that you and me can share, save the environment, save our paradise. And if we get 20, I promise you we both will react to your most popular request of Stratovarius that you place in the comments along with one way of saving the environment. So one way of saving the environment, and in the same comment or in another comment, your request of the next song of Stratovarius we must react to. Thanks for the Patreon request, and you can request one too. The link is in the description below. And you can read about us too in the description below, what we do during the day, to get a better idea about why I said this in the last 5 minutes of the reaction. Goodbye.